Welcome, agents. How you guys doing? Welcome, agents, to strain number 19. Crap, I don't have it in front of me. What do we name this one, Ember?
CYR.
We did
CYR.
That's what the last one, but oh well.
That's
we'll
what the
go
last
with
one was. We're doing it live. Strain number 19-CYR of the 0 Point Report, a broadcast all about the news surrounding the Secret World IP. Today is April 30th, 2020, and I'm your host for this evening, Ocho. With me tonight, we have Ember.
Hello.
And we have Jimmy the Rabbit.
Heyo.
How you guys doing this fine evening?
I was doing just fine.
Yeah,
Until I realized my glass looked like this.
Oh, no. We took
Now
too long.
less fine.
It took too long.
It's a pre-show drink.
The pre-show
Pre-show drink is done.
Now you need the show drink.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Pass the pre-show drink.
Hold
Now the
on.
show
I
drink.
know we just started, but slap up the
Yeah.
BRB screen.
I come prepared. I did my little competence for.
No, I have water, but
I've got a little bit of a Code Red left and a thing of water.
oh no, this was a cranberry and vodka.
Yeah, no, that's why I was like, that's obviously more important.
My fridge is right over there.
But welcome. You can go get it. That's cool.
Nah, that's fine.
Get an intern to do it.
Oh.
Get an intern.
As soon as my kid can
AKA
mix
AKA our kids.
drinks.
Oh, that just reminded me. I've got a bad story. You guys. This is completely off topic. You guys know The Sims, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I remember playing the original Sims, the original when it came out, and I really enjoyed it. And I created a family. That was just me. It was just I was just kind of like, oh, I'm just gonna play myself. It was just me. Nothing really exciting about it. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna adopt a kid, and I'm going to like have him become, because doing everything was kind of like too much for one person. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have a kid. I'm going to raise the kid until he's old enough to start doing stuff, and then finally I can have him do stuff. All great. This is the plan. Keep in mind, I was like still in high school when I played this, so it's like, okay, this was the plan. So I got the kid, or I got the baby, and like doing it with one person was really hard in The Sims 1, and so finally.
I usually have in real life too.
It parallels real life a little too well. And so finally the kid becomes old enough to go to school, and so therefore is old enough to start doing things. And I was like, great. I was like, okay, first thing I need you to do is to go into the bathroom and change the light bulb in the bathroom. So I send the kid in to change the light bulb, and the kid goes over, puts out a little stool, gets up onto the stool, goes up, unscrews the light bulb, and electrocutes himself. And I was like, I'm done, and I just like quit the game right there. I rage quit because the kid that I spent so long in raising just decided to up and electrocute himself. First thing I tell him to do. Anyway.
So my story went a different direction.
What's your story?
What my sister's kid at some point, because apparently even toddlers recognize my Mountain Dew addiction.
Oh no!
I had left like a giant like a big gulp Mountain Dew.
Okay.
You know, like from KFC or something, like
right
on the table, and I'm sitting on the couch, and it had to be like 3 or something, like picks up this, it's like this to her, like toddles over to hand it to me, because even she knows I shouldn't be sitting there without a Mountain Dew in my hand.
Be like, this is yours, obviously.
There's something wrong
like,
here.
Let me bring this to you. You're like, yes.
You know what's up.
That's why I was like, after that, I was like, I'm gonna be a terrible father. I'm gonna be the worst father ever. This is not good.
I was messing with a light bulb, and my kids tried to kill me. The outdoor porch light bulb exploded.
Okay.
Like so I turned off the light and I had a
Right.
pair of pliers and was grabbing
Very
the metal
carefully.
ring
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
unscrew it, and they turned on the switch.
Oh no.
And there was this bright blue spark, and I went and like threw, like it jolted the pliers out of my hands like across the yard. Yeah.
You're lucky. Yeah. You're lucky. That's all it was.
Kids will try and kill you.
That's
If you
why I was
don't
like,
get them first, Mikey, like you did in The Sims, they'll get you.
it's right. Yeah, I need to get them first. That's why I was like, he's never, for some reason, like I've already sworn, like as long as he's not changing light bulbs. That's it. That's it. You know, anything else, sure, but he's not changing light bulbs. That got too much bad luck with that with kids. Anyway, so we do have some Secret World news because that's what we're about here. Really is Secret World.
What?
Secret World news. Believe it.
No.
Also talking out of our asses, but
What
Secret
game
World
is
news.
this?
This is Secret World Legends, ladies and gentlemen. Secret World Legends, as we were talking, seem to have garnished quite a recent following.
Yeah,
Nice
it's had like a pretty
uptick.
significant uptick.
It's had a very nice uptick, like on Twitch and people streaming it, and it's sort of had a resurgence. So we're kind of discussing why that resurgence has been starting.
I still say moons.
I do think you're right.
Well,
I do think
okay.
Moons has a lot to do with it.
Moons and just people to have downtime.
Yes. That for
it's
some reason I think
free.
is more. Is people are going, people have a lot more downtime. It's a free to play game, and people are like, you know what? I've always wanted to try this. It's always been on the back burner. Hey, let me give it a shot.
Yeah.
And
There
people are
was
finding
someone
that they're really
new
enjoying
that
it.
was streaming that I like popped in and, you know, stalked them in the game and gave them like a welcome bundle. And they were saying like they wish they had discovered this game years ago when their gaming group like left WoW and they didn't have anything to do. And they didn't know this existed. They're like, "That this would have been amazing had I found it, you know, back then."
Is there vodka down here?
In the fridge. That was my wife. Say hi.
Hey, Mrs. Rabbit.
Where's the vodka?
She's like, "Is there vodka down here?"
It's an important question.
There's vodka, there's gin, there's tequila,
Of course.
there's margarita. You know,
The essentials.
The bare
The
necessities.
the essentials. I don't think I sent you the picture when my liquor store closed. I went shopping like the day before.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like a shopping cart just filled.
Gotta get
Because
the essentials.
That was how long? That was like March something. I'm still good.
Good.
I'm still
I was
good
gonna
so
say
far.
because we have a liquor store near us, and you know, don't stalk me or anything, but I live like sort of right over the border from Pennsylvania in New Jersey,
Right.
and there's actually a liquor store going on the north side of this highway and a liquor store going on the south side of this highway, and the one on the northbound side has sort of like they've kind of shut that one down because it's the same business, it's the same company. But the one on the southbound side remained open because I guess that had the bigger parking lot. And almost every single day that parking lot is filled like it's the weekend before Christmas.
Wait, is it out of towners?
And 99% of it are Pennsylvanians.
That's because ours are state run,
Mm-hmm.
and when the state shuts stuff down, they just straight up shut down the liquor stores.
Yep. So this is like the easiest liquor store for people to get to
So
in New Jersey.
So that's northeast Pennsylvania. I'm like in southwest Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
and Ohio is like I think gonna pass a law. I think West Virginia already did, where they have to ID, and if you're out of state ID, they won't sell to you because PA people are going to like West Virginia and Ohio.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
Because
but
that's closer to this side.
they're
But
not
yeah,
gonna do
all
that
of
here.
PA, I think, is run the same in the sense that the liquor laws are archaic. and
Oh yeah.
it's only state run. And when the state shuts stuff down, they shut down the liquor stores. Like that was like the first thing to go, which is horrible to do in this situation. Like, why would you do that?
They are just straight up archaic laws. Like, we have laws that are kind of similar, but they're by city basis. So some
Right.
towns are just like, nope, we don't sell liquor, or some towns are just dry towns. They just do not sell liquor at all. But,
Liquor is essential.
but it's but pretty much everyone else still sells it, and will even sell it on Sundays. You can buy it basically whenever. They pretty much got rid of most of the laws that had to do with the sales of liquor, aside from just like city-based ordinances.
So, it wasn't even until a couple of years ago that you could even buy like beer or wine in the grocery store. Like that.
Yeah.
That was like in the last 3 or 4 years in PA. Like it's super brand new.
Our ShopRite has a baller liquor section. Like it is.
Oh, yeah, we don't have liquor. We don't have liquor, but I can go buy wine or
beer. Yeah.
Beer, or even like, I don't know, like I think Mike's Hard makes like a margarita that's halfway decent. You know, it's not like a real margarita, but it's the same. It's whatever.
still does the job.
Oh yeah, it'll do the trick. So like, yeah.
But anyways, but yeah, no. Ours is.
Speaking of drinks, though, we can segue here. We should go to London because of Rosenbrawl, but also we can pick up some Oblivion.
Yeah, so what Jimmy is talking about is there was a update that CYR World saw, and we're going to go over this. Andy posted on the forums. He posted, this was 10 days ago, April 21st. He posted that the game received an update. How do you pronounce this agent's name? The agent that we just received as part of the last Envoys of Avalon.
Let me find him. He's in my collection somewhere.
Divicius? Diviciakis?
I have 5 pages of agents and I can't freaking find him. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Divicius. Or Diviciacus? Would you do the C after the IA is hard?
Diviciacus?
Diviciacus? Maybe. Who the hell knows? Why is there not like a here's how this pronounced key on the agent?
You're right. We made up his name, but how do you pronounce it? We want to get his name right.
I'll bet you $5 the person that wrote it doesn't know.
They're like, yeah, they just looked up Scottish names. They're like, this sounds good.
This looks neat.
But this agent's passive Ritual of Oak now deals damage to attacking enemies. That was a bug, I guess. His passive wasn't... Yeah.
So the passive is he deals 200, at least for me, 297 damage to enemies when you're hit.
Right. So this would work really well for your passive build. For your passive character.
Yeah, so about that, apparently it only ticks when you've attacked something. So if they hit you, but you have not hit them, it does not do anything. And that part is intentional. Now that said, I haven't leveled it enough on the passive character to test if like a reflect proc that damages the enemy would then
start that. Okay.
That chain, yeah, would start the fight essentially.
Interesting.
I don't actually know. I am done with it. The agent's maxed. He's at 50.
Nice.
Because I discovered the new expedite system.
The new
They changed it over to marks.
Okay. Oh yes. They changed it from RM to marks. Yeah.
And it's actually not a lot of marks,
no.
But it does sneak up on you. I think I sunk like 200k into leveling him without really thinking about it. I was like, expedite, next mission, expedite, next mission, expedite.
That was part of the update for the Envoys of Avalon, was right. They switched over to marks instead of RM for being able to quicken missions.
I'm gonna pop in the Horn God real quick and see if we can pick up some some
There were the Crusades. I forget which one
Oblivion.
it was.
It's
Oblivion.
somewhere.
I think it's the Crusades.
Is it Crusades?
Yeah.
Guys, I have to get behind the bar.
There's like a bunch of vendors.
Yeah.
Where's the other one?
Usually one outside, right?
Yeah, I found the one outside. There's the one inside. There's one upstairs, I think. Somewhere. Yes. Maybe? Yeah.
We're looking for Oblivion because apparently the Oblivion drink, and I did not know this, the Oblivion drink,
It's supposed to kill you.
it kills you.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna try and find the Crusades, right? Or I'm trying to find the Crusades. I don't know what you guys are showing.
Past the Haitian market.
Yeah, all these guys have basically the same stock.
There's new model army.
Yeah, True Oblivion.
Okay. Are you in Crusades?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm entering. I like to never go in Crusades. Like, ever. I didn't like,
Line's always like out the door.
I don't think I knew it existed for a long time, or like in TSW, or I just never like went in there. I didn't realize like there was like the party hat you could buy and stuff, right? I think used to be in here.
Yep, party hat.
Yeah, party hats in there. Yeah, there it is. True Oblivion, 5 marks. Warning, contains a large dose of cyanide. Let's try it out.
Can I not? I guess I already have the party.
I died.
Yes.
I died. I don't know if you see me on the floor.
I do.
But I am dead.
Oh, it's quick too.
It's like a suicide cult up in here. We're all just drinking the Kool-Aid.
Hopefully it's delicious. That's the only thing you ask for, really.
Shit.
But tastes like almonds. Okay, so yeah, so we had to try that out. Because Jimmy is thinking of starting up a new character, or you've already started up a character.
He had his first like 3-hour stream this morning.
Smells strongly of almonds with sugar crusting the rim.
Yeah, I started a no death run.
A permadeath character.
Yeah.
Which in Secret World is quite the challenge. We have a lot of things that one shot kill you.
There's a lot of mistakes that can be made. Hell, you can honestly at a number of levels, you can just pull too many ads and you're not paying attention and be like, oh shit, I'm screwed.
Yep, and just be overwhelmed.
So I started as Chaos Pistol, and then I think I ended the stream. I had migrated to Assault Rifle Chaos.
I was gonna say, I assume you would want some healing and tanking going on there.
So here's the thing. I could go straight up sustain tank, right? Hammer, Chaos, and just try and be like unkillable.
Right.
But also I thought that'd be kind of boring.
Okay.
A little bit.
Give the mobs a chance is what you're getting.
Yeah.
do permadeath, but give them a chance. Because you are actually more likely to be killed from something else than
I'm
you
more
are
likely
the
to be
actual
killed
mobs
from something
themselves.
that I can't actually stop.
Right.
You know, like a laser beam or a mine or or a camera that detects me that explodes the room.
Right.
Something like that is much more likely to kill me than mobs are.
Than any mob or boss will. Right.
But assault rifle gives me it gives me healing. Assault rifle actually heals yourself really well. Like you get leeching ray, animative bullets, that sort of thing.
Okay.
And then chaos, I kind of wanted just for immutable. just be able to have like an oh shit, like immutable. Now you can't kill me for 4 seconds and I'll get health back, right? Like, by the way, I'm in Rosenbrawl right now.
I was gonna say, where did you guys go?
I
I don't know where Ember went. I think we just got a follow.
Yeah, review cultist. Thank you.
Review cultist. Thanks for the follow.
Into Rosenbrawl. So, but the reason why we're going to Rosenbrawl is because part of this update that they just had was they basically did a big balance pass on Rosenbrawl itself. So I'm gonna go through and read it. The heavy gloves, innate damage has been reduced. Innate damage reduction reduced to 15%. Base damage of heavy attacks reduced by 10%. It says don't panic. Keep reading. Increased range of power left and power right to 5 meters. And defending for heavy gloves has been reworked. While channeling, the user is immune to crowd control. Being attacked knocks down the attacker once per attack per defend. When defend stops being channeled, the player receives Stalwart for double the duration that defend was channeled. Stalwart, in turn, reduces damage taken by 40%. And anyone who attacks the heavy while they are casting defend or protected by Stalwart is affected by Intimidated. Intimidated, in turn, snares the target and prevents using active dodge. It lasts 3 seconds, and its duration is refreshed when the victim or the heavy hit each other. And then when the heavy attacks someone, they have Intimidated, and damage is increased by 25%. So, heavy got a big balance pass.
Yeah,
Balance
I
gloves.
got the heavy gloves on right now.
The balance gloves increase the range of power left and power right to 5 meters. Combo defensive strike now provides 20% damage resistance, up from 10, and now lasts 7 seconds. Harsh impact now increases damage done by 25%, up from 20%, and now lasts 7 seconds. Follow-up now increases damage of the follow-up hit by 40%, up from 30%, and evasive tactics now lasts 7 seconds. And also, the balance gloves passively heals for 4% of your health every 3 seconds. So big changes for that as well. And then the light gloves, they reduce the radius of roundhouse kick to 4 meters. That's
Yep.
that's it.
They basically said they wanted to prevent kiting.
So
Like, like running away and hitting a roundhouse, and then
yes.
the person like 5 meters behind you gets hit by it.
So back in February, we had the for Valentine's Day, they had a big Rosenbrawl update. Or, well, no, they had an investigation mission and basically promoted Rosenbrawl, so to get people to go into it. And now they've basically thrown in all of these balance passes to it, sort of as a follow-up, because more people are doing it. I don't know.
Are you coming into a Rosenbrawl?
Yes, I'm here now.
Okay.
I pick up the missions.
Come on, Ember. Let's try out the heavy versus my light.
I'll take balanced. We'll see how that goes.
Oh, you're dead.
What we've learned now is that if you're coming into this is not the only PvP that's in Secret World Legends, but it is very fun PvP.
It doesn't have enough time to get one.
Yeah, you shouldn't have started with a haymaker. That was a really bad idea.
I was gonna say you should have started with defend.
You guys can probably hear my controller a lot, huh? I just realized it probably is coming through. Aha! I got away from your defend. I don't know if your defend.
My defend does nothing.
Doesn't have the same stuff, huh?
Yeah. Now Ember's defending. I'm gonna go up and just for science. Oh, okay, yeah. Knock down. Yep, I'm held in place. don't know if that seemed like 3 seconds, but I was, yeah, I definitely could not dodge during that
Oh,
time period.
Nickety snap. Yeah, that's different. But I can still use my dash ability, so that, as long as I keep that, that's better.
Oh, I'll say, but now the powers they're 5 meters now, so you could actually hit someone from quite a ways away.
Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Get big. Ah! Roundhouse.
Boom!
So yeah, so they had a balance pass to Rosenbrawl, and Rosenbrawl is just a lot of dang fun.
Yeah, so I feel like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like Light's still fun, but you just definitely, you have to be careful.
Ooh. I guess they basically figured out that Heavy was underpowered.
Yeah.
Because Heavy and Balanced were underpowered a little too much.
That was not great.
Oh. Oh yeah, no, I did not see that.
Combo.
That was great. That was pretty sweet.
That was nice. That was well done. So wait, so I'm trying to see the balance gloves now have combos attached to them. So
they already did. They think they just upped them. Like a good player that played balance would be the one that paid attention to the combos, because balance really benefits from like tag teaming stuff, because they bounce off each other. But most people don't pay attention to that and just spam buttons. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to, like, I don't even see any of the combos activating. Like, where would I even see the combos?
What do you mean? No, get away! No, get away!
Like I see no, like usually you would expect to see like a notification in the bar of you have this listed ability.
But that hurts more! Haha!
Well, it's always kind of a weird thing with PvP balancing in this game. Rosenbrawl comes up where it's a lot better than the old back in TSW. Where it's almost non-existent back then.
What, the balance?
Yeah.
They're always trying to balance it. It just
this is a better version.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like Leo will argue till he's blue in the face that Shambhala's busted, but I don't share that opinion.
Yeah, I don't necessarily see it as being that busted.
He just complains about KSRs a lot.
I'll say if only because, you know, you're maybe on one side and then suddenly you're on the other side. We're just taking forever to run to you. You dang. Corner him.
There we go. Slow.
Take a roundhouse kick.
I see your defense. I'm not falling for it, buddy. Pal.
So what we've learned is, yeah, now if someone has heavy, you do not hit them.
Back here.
Get back here.
Oh! I got interrupted. Oh, I might die.
Ow.
Yes! Oh, sniggity snap!
Get back here, rabbit.
Never!
I'm slowly coming to get you. See, but now I've got a passive heal as well, so I don't even have to defend, and I've got a heal.
I see you, Ember, trying to trick me into hitting you.
We're just all chasing you through our arms. I didn't even see your roundhouse kick.
I know, it's too big. I'm back here.
Gotta watch his arms.
Yeah.
There we go.
Finally.
I have 8 kills, and you guys just got me.
Light overpowered. Or just Jimmy overpowered. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Jimmy OP.
yeah, he's a nerf or something.
Oof. Oh, because you did the defense. Now you're intimidates. You're whatever is up.
Ow!
Ooh.
Hey, we got a.
Ah.
Okay, A, good job. And B, we have Bumbling Baker.
I'd say, but the range on these attacks is very far.
that the range in the heaviest attacks is like possibly a bit much. I'm gonna
Balance
say.
is the same way. The range is.
I wonder if it affected these guys. So what you need to do, Ember, is tag this guy so he starts attacking you, and then defend. See if you can get him intimidated.
Oh.
No, he didn't aggro you yet, so it's not working.
He's going after.
I gotta stop attacking him.
Yeah.
That's what I gotta do.
Hey, buddy. Come here.
Go to the tank. Go to the tank. There he goes.
Oh.
Whee! Did you guys get that, or just me?
Oh, I got it too.
That's a reward, yeah.
Ah. So yes, so they had a balance pass for Rosenbrawl, which was the big update of the week.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Yes.
This is a big target, that's all.
Heal.
Yes, you are a heal.
Don't I know it?
Ah! Run away! Super run away! Yay!
I'm just trying to get off the powers. I'm like,
Sorry, mashing buttons.
So that wasn't the only news that we had. We did have then on top of the balance pass to Rosenbrawl, which is a lot of fun, and we do highly suggest it. Is we had the Funcom has published its 2019 annual financial statement.
Right.
Which is, it's not the fourth quarter. They recently published their fourth quarter report, but this is a report for the entire year 2019. And so it starts off with letter from the CEO, Rukazes, so Chief Executive Officer, Funcom. So I'll just go ahead and read it. Read it for you fine individuals. 2019 is a year with most releases in I can't speak tonight. 2019 is the year with most releases in Funcom's history, with a total of 10 game and DLC releases spread around 4 hardware platforms, 23 online stores, and global retail distribution. It's also been a year where the games industry has been showing signs of shifts in business models and trends. With the Epic Games Store growing in popularity, several game subscription services changing the dynamics around game sales, and in-game monetization models, such as loot boxes, being under pressure from legislators. Combined with a very large number of games being released into the market, this makes for a competitive situation that leads to games requiring more than ever unique competitive advantages, larger budgets, or a dose of luck in order to become visible and succeed. This has been felt in our publishing initiatives overall, with some of them, like Conan Unconquered, not generating as much attention as we originally hoped for. The multi-platform approach we take on other games, such as Mutineer Zero Road to Eden, Moons of Madness, and Conan Chop Chop, helps to alleviate some of this risk by making the games available on as many platforms as possible at launch, but it also carries a technical and process cost, which impact the time needed to get the games to market. In the middle of these many publishing activities, Conan Exile has been our bedrock. We've continued actively developing it. Hang on, I looked away. We've been actively developing it and released 5 DLCs in the year, released it to millions of players as part of the Sony PS Plus service, and have seen a very positive trend in the player numbers and activity of the game. Conan Exiles proves that the core of Funcom in creating and operating persistent online worlds is what we're best at, and it's something we're taking to heart, both for the game and for the future internal projects. I'm surprised I lived that long. Considering I'm not even really watching the screen. The biggest, most exciting, and most ambitious of our projects is without a doubt the Dune open world survival game we're working on, after having secured the exclusive rights for PC and console games with this fantastic IP. It's a game that is still a few years away and will be more ambitious and robust version, and let me repeat this because it's worth repeating. It's a game that is still a few years away and will be a more ambitious and robust version of Conan Exiles set in the Dune universe, designed to be a game as a service from the outset. Finally, towards the end of the year, we saw Tencent come in and become our largest shareholder by purchasing the shares from the previous largest shareholder, and later at the beginning of 2020, put in an offer to purchase all shares in the company. Tencent shows strong interest for our plans and wants to support us in making the next generation of survival and other persistent online games, and has been a great partner and shareholder. They have placed a fair offer to all shareholders to sell their shares, while committing to supporting the execution of the company's plans with both funding and industry expertise. It's exciting to see everything that is happening, and it's my firm belief that this path will lead to great games with great successes. Rukas A's, Chief Executive Officer. All that. Tell me, oh, I crashed.
Oh, no. Well, I'm just going to have to haymaker you in the face then.
Yeah, I'm probably still standing there, yeah.
Hold on, there we go.
Take advantage of it. Might not last long.
Here we go. Pop.
That's what she said?
Yeah. So this is their part of their 2019 report. Basically saying that multi-platform has been working for them. As we saw, yes, Mutant Year Zero, Moons of Madness. Moons of Madness, I think, has been especially popular on consoles. Like it has made a huge impact. When it released not too long ago, it released February? Early March? It was not too long ago that they finally released on console.
Free suit.
Yes. That was even maybe like 2 weeks ago.
No, that's longer than that.
It's been a little longer than that. But yeah, so they released on console and to really nice effect. And Conan Chop Chop, although we do not have a official release date for that yet, they did say is still coming Q2 2020. They have not updated that yet, so we should probably see it before the end of June. Hopefully. Would not be surprised if, with everything going on, that even gets extended a little more. But we shall see. That is still up in the air. But I guess the biggest news kind of coming from this, but it's news that we kind of already knew, was that Conan Exiles, they never really had the thought of really making it an MMO. They kind of started by saying it was going to be open world, and kind of going with the MMO moniker, but not too long ago they kind of changed it to being an open world survival game. And now they're just straight up saying in this letter that it's still a few years away, because of course it is, they still need development time on it, but that it's going to be an ambitious and robust version of Conan Exiles set in the Dune universe. So pretty much straight up saying that it's now an open world survival game.
Yeah, that was interesting because they hadn't actually announced that.
Yeah,
They
they were
didn't
kind of
know what
hinting
it
at
was
it,
gonna be.
but yeah, never actually fully released what it was going to be.
No.
Ooh.
Bravo, Ember. Bravo. That was
That was a good fight.
It went on for fucking ever.
Two behemoths.
And then they, of course, said they put in the 10-cent offer. 10-cent is currently at, if you go down further in the report, you'll see that 10-cent, they said, has acquired 95% of the company. That there's still 5% of the shares still kind of holding out, but they hope to get those shares shortly. In some way, in some capacity, they will get those shares either by pricing them out or some other method. All right, so for all intents and purposes, Funcom is now basically a subsidiary of 10-cent.
Right. Oh, we have Pink Puddin.
Oh, I'm heavy now.
Puddin has entered the arena.
Wait, are you heavy now too? You're pretty tall.
Yeah,
we're
I have
all
been.
heavy.
I've been dueling
Oh,
with,
we're all heavy.
I was dealing with Ember.
Well, the thing is, when the 10-cent fully closes out this whole acquisition, there really isn't much to change so far.
No, and I don't know how much of a change. Like, we should, as I've said, we basically should see, and there will be some change. I got nothing for that. That was weird.
Well, that's not good for me. Oh shit! How did? Oh no, wait, you're heavy. How did I get hit so many times? He was blocking and you were hitting. How did? I don't even know how that happened.
Ah, got me while I was trying to do the big one. So yeah, so that's the latest that they sent out from. They didn't mention anything more than they usually do about Secret World. Secret World is, but they mentioned Conan Exiles. Conan Exiles has been their bedrock, has been their moneymaker.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, how did you get out of range?
What is still in range?
What I was talking about. That was weird.
No. He got us with both of us with that defense.
Wait for it.
What?
Wait for it.
Oh.
Oh shit! I almost hit.
I almost got you. I'm not. Okay, so yeah, heavies do not gain health anymore, if they ever.
Fuck.
Oh no, they do. He's had to be out of combat for a couple seconds.
No, but like balance regen health when blocking.
Oh yeah.
Heavies have never regen health when blocking.
For the for the other ones, balances give you, or not for balance you don't gain health back. Oh no, you do. Balance you gain.
Yeah,
health
balance
back.
you do. Heavy you don't.
Heavy you do not. Yeah. So this kind of leads into, and I saw this. I don't see him in chat right now. He was in our chat last week. But one user, one player who just basically recently started the game, posted a question to Massively Overpowered on their podcast on April 14th. And I thought it'd be fun for us to answer the question. That was a cheap shot. I'm not gonna lie, that was a cheap shot.
Oh, I thought that was Ember. That was you?
No, that was me.
Yeah. Okay. I'm actually less upset about that.
Put up my hands. Put up my hands. Put up my hands. Ah! Try a big hit. Put up my hands. Ah!
Haha.
So yeah, so Drellkeg posted this, or asked this question to the Massively OP podcast, and wanted their opinions. But I think we could answer it as well.
No.
So he asked, I've just recently started playing Secret World Legends for the first time since the relaunch. The game definitely feels different, and I miss the skill wheel, but I'm digging most of the other changes, such as story mode difficulty for dungeons and the RM currency that can be bought and sold, similar to Guild Wars 2. I've been following news about the game since
Oh,
the relaunch
wow.
from Massively OP, and the fact that the game is pretty much in maintenance mode outside of cycling events and new cosmetics doesn't really hamper my enjoyment of the game. The RP community is still pretty active, and the game has a feeling that nothing else can replace. So, would you guys consider putting time and money into a game that's considered being in maintenance mode? Do you need the carrot on the stick being never-ending content to continue playing? And as a secondary question, specifically for SWL, do you think the game will ever receive new content in the future?
That was a haymaker, remember? Tipsy Brawler has entered, by the way.
So I thought that we could answer this question. That we could answer this question.
Yeah, we're more suited to put this question than the other place.
So first and foremost, Secret World's been getting a lot of.
Ow.
Whew.
Tipsy got me. I assume you got her after that, though.
I did, like immediately after, yeah. Oh, maybe that's it. I need to pick up the. It's on cooldown.
Which one? Yeah, because you just did it.
Oh, I just did it. Yeah.
Yeah, we all got it on the first.
On the first one.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so going over this question. First and foremost, Secret World. I think it's saying that it's in maintenance mode is sort of not fair to say.
Yeah, it's not exactly accurate at this point.
We are currently playing Rosenbrawl because they just had an update to Rosenbrawl. Back in February, we had new mission. We had a new mission, a new story mission added to the game, as well as the kind of featured Rosenbrawl, which is another reason why we're here in Rosenbrawl. Oh no. So I don't. Maintenance mode is sort of a hard.
No.
It's sort of a hard stance to take, saying that this game is in maintenance mode. It is absolutely, as we just kind of went over. It is absolutely not the moneymaker. That is not Funcom's primary moneymaker. That is absolutely. Oh no.
Did you see the timing of that?
That was very well timed. I saw you winding up for that, and I was like, no, I've got 2 seconds left.
Now, I should point out something that it doesn't seem like you're aware of. I'm not sure if Ember is. Jumping cancels your cast.
Oh, does it?
You
yes,
can
I'm not aware of that.
Defense whenever you want. Which kind of would mess me up there, but just so you know.
I should have jumped there, yeah.
Yeah, if you had jumped, you would have canceled your defense, and then I would have been sitting there holding my haymaker like a dumbass.
So I think it's a little preemptive to say that it's in maintenance mode. It is still 100% actively being worked on. The difference is that it's not the primary focus of Funcom. It's not the game that basically saved them. It's not the game that brought them out of the black. It's not the game that is their #1 game right now, which is Conan Exiles. And so they're putting all their, or most of their resources, we're not saying all their resources.
Can't believe that worked.
They're putting most of their resources into Conan Exiles, and you really can't blame them for doing so.
Well, yeah, that's the game that brought him back.
I'm going to make the comparison to okay, this is going to be a weird comparison. I'm going to make the comparison to the Ice Bucket Challenge. You guys remember the Ice Bucket Challenge?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yes. Well, unfortunate, but because it was a thing. It was a thing that. Were you both defending there? That's my bad.
Yeah, I think so.
And there I go, just hitting both of you. So the Ice Bucket Challenge, and you can say like, okay, it was raising money for is it multiple sclerosis? Now it's been so far.
Yeah,
so
I
far
think it was
removed.
for multiple stuff.
But it was a big money maker. It was a big not money maker. It was a big fundraiser. And
It's still making money, right? Or generating revenue? I don't know.
But the Ice Bucket Challenge, no, I think that's done.
Yeah.
No, I didn't mean now.
But I think it was for whatever it was. It made a bunch of money all at one time for research into. I'm gonna look it up now because it's gonna bother me otherwise.
Oh,
that was close.
For ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease. So it made a lot of money for ALS all at once. So when scientists and when
that range is ridiculous.
so when they receive money for funding and say they don't have like huge amounts of funding, what they tend to do is they tend to focus on the experiments and they tend to focus on the research that is going to be safe, right? So they don't focus on the really extended projects because they don't want to waste the money. They want to get as much return for the funding that they are getting. And what happened with the Ice Bucket Challenge was that it gave them such a cushion that they were able to do some more experimental stuff. They were able to look further afield than just the safe bets.
I saw Mike
Sucker punch. Back ahead.
I was like, I'm just gonna let this happen.
That was also a cheap shot. It was. But what happened is because they received so much, there was actually a few big. There were actually a few big breakthroughs made in ALS research, like a couple of really big breakthroughs. And so it ended up being quite the good thing for ALS research. It kind of had the intended target, or it kind of had the intended effect that it wouldn't have otherwise if they had just stuck with just the safe research. And so, hate to say, but Secret World right now is kind of in that safe research zone. I let that one go out. They're kind of in that safe research zone. So the updates that we are seeing to Secret World are not going to be the big, giant updates. It's going to be the more safe updates. So putting out content to get players back into the game for Valentine's Day, or and throwing in a mission there, throwing in these periodic missions, but missions that bring people back to the game.
Well, also ever since the relaunch, right? The whole idea of the relaunch was we're not going to do massive DLC updates. We're going to drip feed content.
Right.
From like the jump, that was the plan. Is the DLCs didn't work, we're going free to play, and we're just going to drip feed content.
And DLCs kind of didn't work in Secret World either. They found that players either weren't buying them, they
just weren't buying them.
They just weren't buying them. They weren't making the return on investment that the DLCs that they wanted them to. We just kind of ganged up on it.
Whatever works. Well, we have an NPC, by the way.
Oh, we should go after that. And so, right, so Secret World is kind of in this more safe zone, let's say.
Well, it's also fun.
So we're not going to see big updates. But at the same time, I wouldn't call it maintenance mode either, because we've seen a lot of updates to like Dark Agartha. We've seen updates to Occult Defense. We've seen updates to we've seen new episode content. We've seen new missions come in. We've seen I'm trying to think some of the other updates off the top of my head. But like there's, and even right now, like I said, we're in Rosenbrawl because they just did balance passes on Rosenbrawl. Now is that like big content? No.
The Valentine's mission was pretty big content.
Valentine's was big. Yeah, we'll give that one. But even like we're playing Rosenbrawl, but Rosenbrawl was added to the game, what, last April, right?
Yeah, last April. It's a pretty new thing in and of itself.
Last April 1st.
I feel like 5 meters is a little far.
It's far.
It feels like that reach is freaking insane.
I was gonna say, like, you don't even know someone's hitting you. You're like, you're way outside of their range.
Oh.
That was a big whiff.
Ah. And so, okay. So that's the first part, is that I wouldn't necessarily call it completely maintenance mode. Maintenance mode to me is something like Guild Wars 1, where they turn on events, that the events still happen, events still go on, but they're not really adding new things to the events.
Gotcha, never.
They're just sort of like having the events there, or throwing in like maybe a graphics update once every.
Well, I think Guild Wars 1 got something just recently.
But even Guild Wars 1 gets something periodically as well too, right? Like they'll get big like graphics passes.
Did we talk about Age of Conan?
No, not
Tell me
yet.
how Funcom doesn't abandon its games like fucking ever, basically.
Anarchy Online. Look at that.
Yeah, right.
Right.
I mean,
that was a pretty sweet combo, Mikey. I just fucking wrecked you.
I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing. What are these arms for? So, but like when people bring up games in maintenance mode, because Guild Wars 1, they just straight up said, this is maintenance mode. But even then, right, Guild Wars 1 had an update not too long ago where they even added a new skill for every class.
Hit the wrong button. That's annoying.
Like a new elite skill for every single class. So even in maintenance mode, even a game that's really purported maintenance mode.
I think you would really say AOC has been in maintenance mode
forever.
Yes, out of all of them.
Even though they have gotten other updates, actually.
So
they had like, didn't they have that one server a year or so ago? Do you remember that?
They had a not a progression server, but they had a oof. Good.
Same thing they did for AO, right? Like the sort of reset server something. It was a limited time, like you could go level up a character in there and you would earn some rewards.
You would earn stuff on your main character, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
So it's like, what is then maintenance modes really mean? Does it just mean that the game is not their number one priority?
Well,
like, is that kind of like where the definition of maintenance
I feel
mode
like that's the wrong term for maintenance mode, though.
Because because it doesn't necessarily feel genuine. It doesn't feel correct.
Somehow I canceled my own defense like a bunch of times by accident. Oh, nice defense though, dude. That was a good one.
I almost feel like the trick that I just started doing is if you defend and someone gets knocked down by your defense, you immediately now cancel the defend and just start.
Yeah, you jump and
wailing.
punch.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's no, unless you're surrounded by people, there's no point. Oh, that's okay. I got you. Mikey got me.
Yeah, maintenance mode. I mean, it kind of lost its meaning because everyone kind of used it for. Oh, this game's not getting anything, or
right, because it's not getting as frequent updates as we want it to be. And so you can say like, okay, well, what about like a game like let's say Lord of the Rings Online. Lord of the Rings Online has been around for a long frickin' time. You know, a lot longer than Secret World has. And it gets updates. It's updates what feels like all the time. But it's getting updates all the time because that's like Standing Stone Games' big money-making game. That's like their number one game. So of course they're going to work on it. Of course they're going to put out content for it. Oh, yo, yo, yo. Down I go. So, so that's still receiving content because what else are they gonna do? Not give it content? No, that's their moneymaker. That's their big game.
And
So right, so just calling a game that is not their primary game, not their primary big moneymaker, like calling that maintenance is right. It's disingenuous.
I'm
So
trying to think of a game that is truly in maintenance mode, where it's not getting anything whatsoever.
it's not getting anything whatsoever.
I can't really think of something or a game that is. Because either it's getting some slow releases or it's dead. You no longer can play it.
Well, you're right, dead games, but now even dead games are starting to get content. City of Heroes.
Yeah.
So, but they go on to say that so there's been a lot more than just cycling events and new cosmetics. There's been a lot more than that. On top of that, so the RP community is still pretty active, and the game has a feeling that nothing else can replace. True.
Oh.
So would you guys consider putting time and money into a game that's considered being in maintenance mode? I mean, me personally, absolutely.
Sorry, that wasn't no to your question. That was no to.
I know. that was no to Ember.
Out of nowhere.
That was hilarious.
Where the hell did you come from?
She's been there for a while. You just went into you backed into her aggro range, I think.
If I was playing a game, I would. It depends. It's like let's say like Champions Online. Because I just started playing that again because they had a free.
You and me, because I saw you playing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've leveled up to a character to like level I think 19 so far.
Okay.
In Champions Online, right?
But it's not really dead because they're still doing stuff to it. Yes.
And you could see them everywhere. But again, same thing. Champions Online is not Cryptic's #1 game. Like that right now would probably.
It's like Ultima still going or something.
Yeah.
Is Ultima Online still going?
Ultima Online is still going.
Yeah.
Is that in maintenance mode though?
No, because that's also Broadsword. I think Broadsword has that now. That is Broadsword's like #1 game. So they're not gonna.
Well, shit, then who the hell's in maintenance mode? Where'd this term come from?
Yeah.
So right. So even if a game like Ultima Online is still getting updates, it is still getting stuff done to it. I don't even know what direction you guys were facing here now. So would you put money into a game that is that's considered being in maintenance mode? Yes, I would. But just purely based on if I'm enjoying the game that I'm playing. If I'm enjoying the game that I'm playing, yeah, sure, of course I will.
Well, let's go back to Champions Online again. Since there's no more subscription, so you can't do that. Would you pay the lifetime price, even though it's 10 plus years old?
Would I pay a lifetime now? No.
Okay. Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that I wouldn't still like buy stuff from the store or pay for like a month's worth of subscription or pay for anything like that. Like I would still spend money in the store if I found that it was worth it to buy. Simply put, if I found it was worth it to buy and I'm enjoying myself, then yes, then I will absolutely spend money on the game. Even if it's one that is not like the most actively developed game. It says, do you need the carrot on the stick being never-ending content to continue playing? And again, for me as a player, like I'm still working through Lord of the Rings Online. I'm now working through Champions Online. I'm still working through Elder Scrolls Online, although that's really active development. That's like probably the biggest game that I play.
No, dang it.
Yeah, because that would spend like $30 or something for like a character slot or whatever that they're offering.
Like you can't dodge roll, even with dodge roll working, you can't dodge roll away from a punch.
Because it's just too far of a distance.
Yeah, it's freaking insane.
Dodge roll 5 meters out, yeah.
Did you just try and
Probably.
it doesn't make any sense?
Ah.
Oh.
One of us was gonna get him. We think we both like haymaker do at the same time.
You just couldn't get out of range.
So the secondary question is, so no, I don't, because a lot of the content in the games that I'm playing is still new to me, and as long as the content is new to me, then I will still play it. But the secondary question.
Suckers.
Me and Ember back here again, of course. Do you think Secret World Legends will ever receive new, and it says new content, but I guess it means new heavy story content in the future?
Well, as like an expansion,
heavy.
no.
Okay, so I don't know about heavy, but I anticipated getting new missions. Now, when we're gonna see like Congo or something,
right? That's kind of the question.
Whole different question. I mean, that is where this main storyline is supposed to go, but given the resources, and especially right now, I mean, I don't think it's honestly.
Congo right now is not their priority.
No.
Well, not only is it not their priority, but like just given the situation of the world, right?
Mm.
And the issues they talked on the stream today, on the Conan stream, about while they are able to continue working from home, it's still not ideal, and it does delay things. Like,
yep,
they're definitely not focused on something like that right now.
Mm. Like that is something that would take sort of a lot more people on board and working simultaneously.
How did your hit me from over there?
It's a long 5 meters is a long distance.
Crazy Kaya lady is up. Someone need a key card? Do you guys have the key card?
I have the key card.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so no one needs the key card.
No one needs the key card, right?
Well, actually, technically, I don't have it because I always delete it to save an inventory space. Where the hell is she?
Where'd she go?
It's a good question.
I thought I saw her over here.
Oh, found her.
Yeah. Yeah, like I took advantage of the when you mentioned Champions Online has the had a free.
Oh my god, the range of that haymaker is stupid. That was like 50 yards or something. What the hell?
Well, hold on. They right there. All right. So I'm going to do 5 meters.
Oh man.
Well, I see right there.
I got the card.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's
well, you can tell because your reticle, I think, will change or something. Like, do start the haymaker.
Okay.
And I'll back up.
All right, you're at 8, 9, 10.
No, but your reticle should like change color when I'm out of range.
Well, no, it's still red.
Let me come up to 5. Let me come up to 5 meters from you. Okay, right now this is 5 meters away.
Yeah.
Well, let's go 5.5.
All right.
5.5.
I can't start it. If I start it at 5, if I started at 5 and back up to like
I'm at 5,
5.5. Nope.
Okay.
Out of range.
All right, so 5 still feels okay. That's 5.
This is 5 exactly.
I'm at 4.9.
Yeah, you try from 5.
I can't do
it. It calls you out of range.
Yeah.
So I can't start it until 3.5 meters. But if I go to 5 meters.
Yeah, that is freaking far for a haymaker. Holy shit.
So yeah, so I have to start it within 3.5, but I could be up to 5 away.
Right. I wonder if that was intended. Cause wait, where the patch notes say again? Increased range of power left, power right to 5 meters. It doesn't say Haymaker was increased to 5 meters.
But it was.
I know you guys are gonna kill me. That's fine. I would do the same.
Yeah, you're doing the same.
You're doing it to me earlier. So, but overall, I would say, that's yeah. Do we think that Secret World will receive, like, say, Congo? Don't know. Honestly, do not know.
I would
Because
say
right now-
in the future.
there is a team working on Secret World. Obviously, you see from the updates that we're getting, there is a team still working on Secret World, still working actively on Secret World. They're just doing the updates that are going to be more safe. They're doing updates to Dark Agartha. They're doing updates to Occult Defense. They're doing updates to, putting in a mission here, a mission there, for events that last like a week, or for events that last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I got the double.
So it is still absolutely getting updates, just not at the pace that, say, Conan Exiles is getting updates.
Yeah, well, it's not getting updates. It's definitely not it's definitely delayed, even more so now.
Right.
Like they weren't happening super fast before, and in the whole COVID situation, like it's definitely, going to be worse. Oh, I almost fell for that.
Good defense. I did fall for that.
Oh.
Wait, how did that not work? Whoa. Didn't I block you?
I got knocked back.
He got knocked down.
But he got up again.
He got up again.
That's going to keep me down.
There we go.
There you go. So yeah. So like I said, will we see it? Who knows? I wouldn't expect it anytime soon, but again, we weren't expecting a giant amount of content last April Fool's Day, and yet it was there.
Yeah.
We weren't expecting something for Valentine's Day, and yet it was there. Including basically a really meaty story mission thrown in there.
Yeah, I hate people that just discount that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's a Valentine's event. It doesn't mean anything or something. And no, man, that's. Oh, I thought I had time.
Well, technically it is content. It's not.
Well, no, but I mean, more than. I can't believe that effing worked. I thought you were gonna kill me, Mikey.
I thought I got you too.
Ember did.
I had you did right.
I thought I wasn't gonna be able to get you there, and I did, and then immediately died.
Now, also simultaneously, say that it's like, well, we don't have a gigantic population. Kind of. At the same time, Secret World Legends was not built to have a giant population. Like, you go into the playfields.
Well, there's a massive misunderstanding. Well, okay, so there's the playfield issue,
right?
Which means it's intended to feel solo, right? But on the other hand, there's also the oh, I double knocked you guys down. Nope, get back here. Oh, what?
Running away.
That was Ember, wasn't it?
But you were saying.
So the way people play the game is different.
Right.
Right? Like a lot of the age a lot of the people that play this game, they don't play like every day. You know what I mean? They play like once a week. They play with friends or something.
That's
You know what I mean? Oh,
It's
I'm
probably
dead.
like part of a weekly group or part of a.
Yeah, like it's really common for people to like put in some hours and then go do some other stuff and come back a couple of weeks later, put in some hours, or like. And that's not just me like talking my ass. Like you can observe it in some of the streams, some of the people that stream that I see consistently stream it, but like stream it, you know, once a week or once every 2 weeks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they've been doing it for a long time. They just don't. They're just not the type of player that's like grinding it out 8 hours a day every day.
Right.
And frankly, this isn't the kind of game to do that with unless you want to be kind of done with it after a certain while, you know? Because you will run out of shit to do if you grind nothing but this game 8 hours a day.
Right.
Yeah, because eventually you're going to get through all the story and everything like that. Then
Well, I mean, like even if you do like E17, even like if you do everything, like there's a reason I have 12 characters. You can do everything, and run out of shit to do.
it's a known fact.
I've known people with not even sure why you punched me there.
Not even sure either. Didn't see you defending.
That's weird.
Was not paying attention. Well, no, I did see it. I just didn't see it.
It-
Right.
It did register.
Right. I did see it. Defending the haymaker.
I like how it happened again, though. That was
Yeah.
great. Oh, wait, what did I? Oh, I have a mission reward. I was like, what just popped up on my screen?
Oh.
There's a special mission available or something. Ah, the Hopping Dead. But yeah. So this was, I think, also something from one of Filthy's interviews, where it was like, you know, the same interview where like most people don't play dungeons.
Mm-hmm.
The vast majority of the player base do not play dungeons. If they don't set foot in a dungeon.
And that's pretty much me. Like I don't run a lot of dungeon content. That is not something that
I don't know why you were punching me.
I don't know.
Like,
I've kind of given up on the tactics part.
Mash buttons.
the tactics part is what I was finding to be fun, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, I was a half second from the defense cooldown. Ah,
And you're just around that corner too.
I know. I was trying to eke out that literally a half second.
What I think it is, as long as you
within
like if you find out the haymaker, if you're started within a certain amount of distance and you get at least a little bit 5 to 6 meters away, it still connect.
Yeah.
You just have to start it early. You have to start it when you're close
Well,
by.
that is the thing with the haymakers. You can start it and then they can run around and it still will keep casting.
Yep.
We have another.
We got
NPC.
Tipsy.
I love that works against the NPCs. By the way, the defense like it knocks them on their butt. It's amazing. Like look how badly we kicked her ass.
Like that was rough. Yeah.
Well, usually the NPCs they'll take a long time to try taking them out. A decent amount, not long, but here we're doing it with
Yeah, no,
less
even
than
with a bunch of people, sometimes it can take a little while.
now it's like maybe not even a minute.
Well, so a couple of things are happening there, Ember. We're getting a damage boost when you're getting a damage boost when they knock themselves down with the defense.
Mm-hmm.
So like I punched her, right? And then she goes to punch me, I hit defense, she gets knocked down. Now I have a 25% damage boost.
And they have a reduced attack after that as well.
Yeah. Just trading.
Yeah, trading
defense.
boost.
It's great trading defense.
Shit.
Oh.
Can't believe that worked.
Most obvious haymaker.
I just waited till the last second to do defense.
It is still.
Oh, I don't know how I didn't see that. No. Oh, that still hit me too.
5 meters.
That's what she said.
Anything anything
Oh.
within what is 5 meters? Isn't 5 meters 15 feet? That is really far away to punch somebody.
Yeah, no, it's pretty ridiculous. Oh, I thought I didn't thought my defense was up and it wasn't. Oh no! Oh no! I'm dead. Oh, I'm somehow not dead. How did you miss all like those hits? Or were you missing on purpose?
No, I was. Oh. Hey, man, Ocho over here.
Oh yeah, if I'm not tracking your cast bar, sometimes I don't realize that you're defending.
What's going on here?
Just killing both of you.
I tried to pull a start a haymaker, then do a cancel and defend.
Got a little
see
one,
if that
two.
works. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Oh, I got you.
Yeah, I was already down.
That wasn't actually got. Yeah.
I was already down from the other defense.
Yeah,
you guys got your 10 kills already, right?
Oh yeah.
I did.
Abuzu. So, okay. But moving on. So to broadly answer your question, Drowkeg, yes. Well, we think that the game is not necessarily in maintenance mode, because maintenance mode is sort of a loaded term.
Right into that.
2, it's active. It actually is. We consider it to be active.
Hey, Kalani.
Just not the most active. That yes, it is still absolutely still worth playing.
Oh, yummy.
And but do we think that it will receive like giant zone new content in the future?
I mean, I would hope eventually yes, but I mean,
yeah, I wouldn't hold out for it.
I don't think like this year is a reasonable timetable.
No,
you're looking at maybe 2022 at most, at the earliest.
Right. I mean, because right now they're focusing on Dune. They're doing a lot of Dune, but they're also still doing the Mutant Chronicles first-person shooter as well. Oh, we got
Remov.
No, I'm killing you first.
I noticed.
I got your key card. All right, I'm on Valmer. I'm on Valmer. That probably doesn't sound right.
All the way the heck back here.
I love like being able to defend his haymaker is crazy.
Maybe that's part of it too. They wanted to make the NPCs not as difficult.
Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead.
Yeah, you're dead. Ow. Run away!
Get back here.
Ow.
I don't know what slowed you there.
Me.
Oh.
I punched him.
No, like he was running away and suddenly he was just slowed.
Yeah, when he came by the corner, I punched him from 5 meters away, and it slowed him down.
Okay, so that's why, right? I didn't see the 15-foot punch.
That's right. No one sees the 15-foot punch. I mean, it's ridiculous when you look at it.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't hit my defense in time. Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
Thing is if you stop the there you go. If you stop the defense like that, like if you defense, knock down, and then immediately counterattack,
Mm-hmm.
that you don't get the
Yeah, you don't get your bonus as long. That's true. I know what you mean.
bonus is not as long. Yeah.
Stalwart's pretty shitty if you don't keep the thing channeling. No, I did that. I did that all wrong. I deserve to die. Yeah, I messed that up.
You do that to me like 5 times, so it's only fair.
Payback.
No, no, haymaker, no. Let me get my haymaker. So okay, so moving on. Now speaking about Conan Exiles, because Conan Exiles had a lot going on with it. They just had a dev stream just today with Spinosaur and Scott Jr., executive producer for Conan Exiles. They just had a dev stream today where they went over the Followers 1 and 2 update, as well as the new content that they're coming out with, Architect of Argos. Is going to be the DLC that they said during the financial reports, during one of the financial reports, where they said that it was going to have a DLC and then a major update later on. This is going to be the DLC that they had in the beginning part of the year. So they leaked that. I mean, I'm not a Conan Exiles player, but
well, they announced it on the stream.
Yes, so they announced it on the stream after it was sort of leaked earlier in the week. But obviously, you know, I don't think that they were planning to keep it that secret, because it's coming out. When did you say it was coming out, Jimmy?
The 7th.
Yeah, May 7th. So it's coming out
next Thursday.
Next Thursday, which is about right for when Funcom now tells you when stuff is coming out and it actually comes out. They don't have too much of a lead time on things anymore.
Damn it. Yeah, like not ever. I mean maybe they used to, like, way back in the day.
Yeah, but I guess they found that bit them a little too hard.
What?
I was right behind you.
Oh, you're behind me, you son of a bitch.
I was hiding behind a tree. Oh. And we also haven't heard anything release-wise for Conan Chop yet.
No, that's supposed to be still Q2. I checked on that again today.
No!
Oh, so close. So
job,
close. It's supposed to be, yeah, Q2. God. I didn't even try.
I thought didn't he have like full health there?
No.
No, he had a sliver.
I had about 8,000 health out of the 155,000 I had. I was down to very, very little. When you come back into the fight, people's
Whoa,
nice.
What the hell? You must crit me right there. Holy shit.
You sometimes see their health bars wrong.
Yeah.
Whew. I mean.
Oh.
What?
Yeah,
Got right back. Traded.
The Dune movie is supposed to come out this holiday or later part of this year.
It's supposed to come out later part of this year, right?
Yeah,
the Dune movie, which I assume is why Tencent is so intent on pushing Dune. They're like, got the movie coming out, and we think this is gonna be a giant property, and Haymaker. Hooah. Let's see, we're actually fighting, right? Yeah.
Are we?
I'm not sure. Where am I? Where are we going?
Yes! The reverse sweep.
So also have a bunch of smaller news going on.
Son of a bitch. That was good. That was like the last possible second you did that.
It's weird because I'm like, I got frame rates like crazy right now. I don't know what's going on.
Whoa, I got an ember upside the face.
Boom.
So yeah, Claney, we're trying out the new Rosenbrawl balance patches and
That they just
figuring
put
out
in.
the mechanics. They're pretty interesting.
It was definitely a big update pass for Rosenbrawl, that's for sure. I guess all the data they got from the they used all the data that they got from Valentine's Day. Ooh, that was tricky.
I think from what Ravel was saying, they've been meaning to do a pass for a little while.
Yeah, because you kind of figured after when they first introduced this, they would probably doing some behind the scenes work on it. And the size of the team, it kind of makes it hard for them to actually push it out. But 3 months later, so they had a long lead time.
Wow, I had to crit you. You had a lot of health left for me to just one-shot you like that.
Actually, I'm not sure I did have that much health left.
Okay, well, it looked like you did on
It
my
looked
stream.
like I did, yes. I'm not sure I actually did have a whole bunch of health left. So yeah, a bunch of smaller news. They were excited to announce that Moons of Madness has been nominated for Best Audio for the Nordic Game Awards 2020. Cool.
Oh, speaking of Nordic, maybe? I don't know. The next Assassin's Creed is going to be a Viking one. I just thought so.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
I was like today. In other game news,
I always think of Tilty when Assassin's Creed comes up.
Right?
Always think of our boy Tilty because Tilty went to work for Ubisoft Montreal.
Yeah.
And they do a lot with Assassin's Creed. I was like, Tilty. But the other best audio nominees were Control, which was a big game earlier this year, late last year, one of those two. Moons of Madness, of course. Mutazione from Die Gute Fabrik. I stopped paying attention.
No. It was because I messed up Ember there.
Oh, nice.
He tried
Crazy
to
kayak ladies.
I was haymakering you, and he was trying to sneak attack haymaker me. And I defended against him. I blocked
Shenanigans.
him. Oh
shenanigans.
no!
Come on! Oh, connect.
I'll get her, guys. Don't worry.
Oh
Yes! I eked it out. Ring around the tree for the win.
She's not being nice to me.
Laney. Seriously? Stop.
Yeah, Claney. What the hell?
Yeah. Don't be so rude.
What? Well, I forget what's on the back of her shirt again. The jacket.
Say.
Yeah, I
Hold
can't
on.
see it. Oh, I think it's Beehive? Or the Beehive. Hashtag the Beehive, maybe? Yeah, I think so. That's how you roll? Well, I already stole your key card, and I'm gonna go explode your cats.
I got
So
it that time. They gave me the you could only carry one at a time.
Ah, right.
But I got it that time. So other best audio nominees. Other best audio nominees are Reign of Reflections Chapter 1 from Lionbite and Sayonara Wild Hearts from Samogo.
Too sick to fight me?
So.
Oh.
So those are the other nominees. So we wish Moons of Madness to hopefully win Best Audio, because we love the audio.
I don't
I
think
got
I have
wrong.
time to be.
The audio is good stuff. But yes, also Age of Conan. Speaking of a maintenance mode, Age of Conan received the biggest update that it's had in years. Said in today's press release, Funcom announces a significant free update, Onslaught, for the 12-year-old MMORPG Age of Conan. Onslaught introduces a new game area based on Robert E. Howard's Black Colossus from 1933, one of the original short stories featuring Conan the Barbarian. Here you'll be faced with a new threat as the ancient wizard Thugra Khotan has awoken after thousands of years and is seeking to fulfill his ambition of world domination, because why wouldn't he? Waves of ferocious armies will charge at you on the steps of the Great Ivory Dome of Kuchems. Players can also enjoy a new game mode, new quests, and a selection of new and exquisite weapons and armor, including powerful star metal weapons and the Thugra Khotan vanity armor. So you're right, big release for Age of Conan, and the release is kind of a scenario. It's basically a cult defense scenario.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
It's just waves of enemies coming at one location that you have to defend. It's
God.
basically a cult defense.
Damn it.
So again, this kind of sits in this is a safe update. This is a, cult defense was really well for Secret World. Cult defense did really well for Secret World, and so having an occult defense for Age of Conan seemed to go their way. That's all I know, because I'm not an Age of Conan player either.
Double whammy. Also, Kalani got out of hospital this morning after 8 days. I was wondering what was going on with you, because I was checking Twitter and I hadn't seen you tweet, and you tweet like every day, so I was actually mildly concerned, just because of your lack of Twitter presence.
glad to hear you're feeling better, Kailani. I may not feeling better, but at least out of the hospital.
Yeah. That's always a good thing, especially nowadays.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Woot woot.
No, but I literally was checking Twitter, and being like,
like where is she? 60% better, but it's day by day. Very nice, very nice. They're not gonna pry.
Well, she had COVID. I knew that from Discord.
I was like, I know that you were tested for it a whole bunch of times. I did not hear that part.
Oh, you didn't get that part?
No.
Yeah, that was on Discord.
I would say, well, glad to hear you're recovering.
She had COVID, and then she wasn't on Twitter for like the better part of a week or something. So I was actually concerned. Just so
I have a family member right now that has it as well, and it's quite possible other family members as well. So it's nasty. It's going around. Listen to the experts.
It's not too fun.
It's not fun.
It's not a vacation you don't want to take.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch! I should have just hit defense. It was up and everything. Fuck. At least if it'll come enough, my pliers let me come home. Yeah, that's good, for sure.
You have an NPC about.
Well, yeah, I've already got them down to below half.
I'm coming.
Like 2 seconds.
If Ember will let me.
They're dead now.
It's good to hear that you're on the mend. That is nasty.
What
Double.
the shit was that?
Combo.
Oh,
I'm not even sure what happened there.
I'm not really sure either.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I got you or Ember got you or one of us got you.
A little bit of both. A little bit of column A, column B.
Oof. I don't know what happened there either.
A chain attack.
I tried doing a backflip, and I think you hit me mid backflip, and I just fell.
I always hate those because it doesn't seem like that should happen, and it makes you do like a weird roll or something.
Yeah, in the air. So now for at least a little bit of fun news. Damon Orisol on Twitter is giving away a bunch of Secret World styled pins, and it says entries will be accepted until April 30th, until today. So
you got
get
another half an hour.
Yeah, you have a half hour to go.
And those
go
nice.
put it in entry. And that is checking out Damon Orisol on Twitter. I'll go ahead and post the status here. You have a link? I do absolutely have a link. Take advantage of link. It is the full set of pins, and the pins are still hiding behind my desk. I still haven't reached down and get them.
Oh, how the hell I did that?
I don't know how you did that either.
They're excellent, and they're giving away the full, the first, says first winner will get the grandfather set containing the first and second runs and 2 key change. So it's all pins at pretty good size too, almost like 2-inch pins of all the factions, all the factions, all the sub-factions.
Haymaker to the back of the head. You just got donkey punched.
That's why I was like, nope, I can't live anymore after that. I'm done. And the second winner will receive the complete second run set, which are a whole bunch of like Fear Nothing Foundation, B pins, the Innsmouth Academy pins, and a couple others. So yes. So go submit. The last one for right now says to enter, DM me a picture of your character and tell me what your favorite memory in game is. So that's fun. I'll do that probably right after the show, because I still have forgotten to do that.
I actually did.
And they're really nice pins.
Yeah, I just showed them.
Like I purchased some of the pins from Damon before. They're very nice. They're very cool. I don't think I've had the. I always feel like I would need to have like a big a wedding event or something to wear to wear one of the pins to wear like an Illuminati pin, but then I never have the guts to actually do it.
Aww.
But they're nice. They're good to have. I still love them.
Why can't I beat you both? Holy crap. I was doing good to get Mikey. I had like 5% health left or something.
Second is we just had Scrivnomancer's birthday, just passed April 28th, 2 days ago. So we wish him a happy birthday on our Twitter account. But so his birthday passed, and we wish him the best in regrowing his beard.
Oh yeah, because he went all natural.
He shaved it off in a fit of madness. So we wish him all the best in regrowing the beard. And everything else too. I mean, savages.
Oh, Mikey. You got me.
Did.
I saw you had your hand up. I'm like, I'll go ahead and punch.
You're like, I'll still punch him. What does his hands up mean?
Oh, double. Came back
Then we
for
want
a
to point
double.
out that a friend of the show, Leah Grimm, is looking for more players for his Secret World Legends themed tabletop RPG using Call of Cthulhu as the base. So if you want to play a tabletop version of Secret World Legends that takes place in, say, 1920s China. It's a setting. He has two sessions that he has been recording and are up available on YouTube.
Son of a biscuit.
I heard you fall.
Post that up in there as well.
I heard you die.
But check out his post on the Secret World Legends forums. You can check it out there. And if you want to play, their sessions are Eastern Time US is noon on Sunday. Is when they get together to play.
Ow.
5 meters.
5 meters through a goddamn brick wall.
5 meters.
5 meters. Still 5 meters. Actually, no. Let's do a test on that. Can I actually punch you through like the fence?
I think if you've started it, I
Like-
know it's happened around the corner.
Yeah,
I've
done it too. Yeah.
If I'm right here and you started over there,
I have to start it. Like,
I've got 387 health.
that wasn't quite around the corner. I think it's when you're running because of server desync.
Yeah.
Like
That
on
makes
my
sense.
screen, I'm around the bend, but your computer still thinks you connect. That kind of shit.
Yeah. So I would have joined in on that because that seems like a lot of fun, but Sundays at noon is not a good time for me. Like here. Like stand right here. Like if I start like a haymaker. If I start a haymaker on me and then go to the other side of the fence.
Oh, I don't think that will work. No,
Yeah,
that
okay,
doesn't.
all right.
It's around the bend. It's like when you go around the bend. I think specifically when you're kiting is when it's the most noticeable.
And some of these have seemed to connect right through the fence. So I was wondering if they actually connected through the fence or not.
No, I think that's a desync bug, or not bug, but you know what I mean. That's just how the game works when it's.
Yeah. All right. Well, good. We're doing a lot of good testing here tonight. Other than that, Nine Swords had their Cabal Pride 7 this past weekend, and it seemed to be a big success. They had quite the turnout as they showed on Twitter. Lots of people turned up. Lots of people from Happy Tentacle Radio had some music flowing, if you will.
No,
I meant to show up to that as well, but again, it was like Sunday at noon, and that is not exactly a great. Or was it Saturday at noon? One of those, but it's
Was it Saturday?
not exactly a great time for
no
me.
one knows days anymore.
Days.
I know when it's light and it's dark. That's it.
I think that's gonna be a major problem. People are gonna be like, well, what came out between like March and April? And people are gonna be like, what happened to March and April? What were those? They were
Mapril?
months.
April.
April?
The month of Mapril, yes. Might even throw in May into that as well.
Oh yes, I came in and 1-2 punched. One for Embler and one for you. That's the way you do that.
Say, which is interesting because I wouldn't mind joining a nice nice cabal that would have me, but I don't know about a cabal that would actually want me.
Well, any person that would want me, I don't want them.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it is. Like, I don't know. Seems like I'm definitely not a good bet.
It's like a shoddy organization if they
Yeah.
take me.
You can always join my cabal.
I'll join someone's bank cabal. How about that?
That's why I use mine for.
Would you rename it to? Eddie Troubles?
Yeah, Daddy
Yeah,
Troubles.
the name's on screen, right?
Yeah,
It was Double Trouble?
Yeah. Somebody thought it was Daddy Trouble.
Eddie Troubles?
He's like, all right, I'll change it to that.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good. Let's do that. Good times. Ah! I tried to pull shenanigans. It did not work.
You pulled them way too late.
Way too late.
Way too late.
Late
Somehow,
shenanigans. Name my new
I don't
band.
know how Ember does this, but it pisses me off. Well, okay, now he just punched me anyway, so now I don't know what's going on.
What, that? No, it's...
Ember's got a secret he's not telling.
You do this thing where like
it's going around the tree.
No, not that thing. Oh, you do that too.
Hiding in
this bush.
hiding in bushes.
Like I'll hit defend, and then you'll be like in the middle of casting a punch at me, and I'll hit defend, and then you'll just miss me.
I think
I'm
it's
like, how the hell?
He just backs up to 5.1 meters.
Yeah. Well, I think what it is because you're going around. I'm trying to move around so I keep you in focus or in front.
Just quickly lines of sight you out.
Yeah.
Don't do that. You land the punch on me and I die. But as soon as I hit defend, you're like, I missed. I'm like, what, dude? Connect with your shot with defending. God damn it.
You know what my secret is? The
mouse.
Yeah,
MLG.
I'm playing on a controller. Well, it's a little different.
I defended.
It does make the circling different. Oh, I thought I was able to hit defense in time, but apparently not. Well, you circle differently with a controller than you do with a mouse. Sometimes it's beneficial and sometimes it's not.
Oh. You're 0.2 seconds away from being defended.
Oof.
Yeah, buddy.
I didn't even
Double
get
whip.
up. On my screen, it just sort of like, you're down.
Stay down.
Stay down. Stay down.
You're done. You're done. So again, we're here doing some Rosenbrawl. As all right, I'll get you. Oh no, you had full health.
Oh.
Oh, I think I stole that one.
Yeah.
Start it and back away. Start it and back away.
Oh,
Ah.
we have an NPC. Pink pudding.
I'll let you. Here. Are you still in the Ocho, are you still in the thing? In the spawn point?
No.
He's right up. He's right in front of you.
No. If you look on stream, look on stream.
Wow, that's so weird.
I see him. He's lifting up, like doing a crunch, and then he's punching, and then going back down.
Like he come over by me. Come over by me.
All right.
Like stand right next to me.
Right here.
Yeah, you don't see him.
No. He's
Hold on,
see, look.
Feel this.
No. You're
Like, you see me touching the air?
Oh, now I see him down on the ground there.
Ah! That's so freaking weird. Mikey, you were the invisible
I was joining
enemy.
in. I was helping.
You were the
I was-
coronavirus.
I was invisible. Yes.
You were the invisible enemy. You son of a biscuit.
What are you doing over there? I was like, yeah, I just roundhouse kicked them. A roundhouse kicked. Haymaker.
I was gonna say, you don't have a kick, cheater. There's some of the NPCs
Hacking.
cheat though. There's like some of the bigger ones have the heavy attacks and they do a dash and a roundhouse kick. Although there is something that tells you they do that too.
Is one out?
No, they're dead.
How many bags do I have now? 15. I've got 15 bags.
Wow. I have 12, but I think I opened 4 or something already. I opened the first ones I got. Like when we finished our missions.
Ah.
1-2 punch.
I spent too long trying to do shenanigans.
I was like, punch Ember, punch Mikey.
Boom, boom, boom. Get you all. Oof.
Wow. Okay, that was literally 2 punches.
Yeah, that was
It's got to be like a crit thing that happens or something.
It probably is. Man, let me look at my combat.
I'm gonna die.
Get over here.
Go away. I don't wanna.
No, it just says. Oh no, it was crit. Yeah, that was a crit. It says Jimmy the Rabbit's power right hits critical. Jimmy the Rabbit's power right hits normal for you. 102,500 physical damage.
Boom.
But 102,000, we only have 155,000, so it's 2/3. Yeah, 2/3 of health.
Shit. I'm so dead right now. How are you getting the box so quickly though?
I'm not. That was just timed. That was just good timing.
Yeah, like a butterfly, like a bee.
It's the if you connect when someone else is casting.
Yeah.
That it knocks them down. So if we're both doing the power at the same time, or both not, because all attacks are basically power. If you do the power at the same time, whoever connects first knocks the other one over.
That was weird.
That was me being tricky. That was me not being tricky. There you go. Good times. Good times.
Damn near killed him. All right. Well, I don't know what else. Do we have anything else?
That's basically all the news that we had.
So we had AOC, we had the patch notes.
Right, patch notes for this Age of Conan. I got rid of most of those tabs.
Yeah, Leo's thing. Just talked about.
Hold on, I'll bring it back up.
No, it's all right. I'm just kind of like mulling over my head.
Biggest Age of Conan update in years. They basically have a cult defense. They threw in a cult defense. But Conan Exiles is also getting Followers 1 and 2 update, and then also a DLC next week.
Yes, correct. On the 7th.
Just gotta bring up my history. the Floby is currently sold out of Amazon. No, that was pretty
That was a free shift.
but yet friends of mine still were using it, so good on them.
Run.
All right, Jimmy is starting a hardcore run.
Yep, character number 12. I haven't died yet somehow.
Oh wait.
I was defending.
No, because I punched, but it did a double. That's when it knocked back.
Happy birthday to Scrivenomancer, and we hope his beard comes back soon.
Yeah, it's beard again.
The source of his powers.
No! I knew as soon as it happened, I was done. I thought I had you, and I forgot you had your defense up.
I was waiting to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Walked right to that one.
Crazy kayak lady. Damn, Kalini. It was like third one of you tonight.
Right, the recent patch that we just had.
The tints and stuff.
And then the 2019 financial report. Not the most news in the world, but still good stuff. Are you back here?
I got it this time. No!
1-2.
Nice, Mikey. Nice.
Now I got a 1-2 in there.
I thought you might get it because I saw how low Ember was.
Yeah, I was pretty much dead. One more whiff.
Oh, good defense. Bad offense. Bad. What am I doing? Get out of there.
I'll save you.
Oh! Dang it.
Goodbye.
Oh, I almost had 1-2.
1-2.
No, Ember just came in.
Oh,
he was at full health. He looked like he had no health to me, but he had full health.
Son of a biscuit.
So yeah, I think that's about it for our news.
Oh.
So we hope everyone out there is doing okay. Glad to hear that you are in recovery, Kailani.
Yeah, that's never fun thing. The COVID. Even if you have light symptoms or light, it's still not a good way to.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they probably don't hospitalize you for 8 days for light symptoms, though.
No.
I know there's some people that got sick, but wasn't that bad.
I mean, that is kind of where, no lie, that's actually kind of where I am right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I've been kind of off and on sick myself for the past 2 weeks. Like, really strange. Like, one day I'll be running a fever, and then the next day I'm fine. And then the next day I've got a really bad headache that won't go away, and then the next day I'm fine.
Yeah, you never know. Well, like a couple weeks back, this whole side, like, was so swollen. The lymph nodes were so swollen it hurt to the touch. Like, if I pushed, it felt like someone just punched me in the neck. And like, even just like moving my head wrong was like excruciating. Like, that's how swollen my lymph nodes were. and those swell up when you're fighting an infection.
Oh yeah, I think you said that. You mentioned that last show. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like 2 weeks of that. 2
Yeah.
weeks of that. And then I had a little bit of it like come back. I don't know, over the weekend, I think. But not as bad, and it went back away. But I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. I will say for me, I've never had that lymph node thing like that I can recall in my life. No.
Abuzu. I realize I've said that a couple times tonight. That is a saying that that Baby Ocho has started saying. That's what he said.
Oh, I wanted to dodge through you when I dodged the wrong way.
Instead of being like, you're just walking now. Instead of that's his like his curse of choice. He'll drop there and he goes Abuzu.
Abuzu.
Because it started off with him because we were trying to teach him how to boo.
You're like, how to boo?
Listen, I'm from the Philadelphia area. We boo. It's what we do.
That's true. I mean,
it's
batteries at Santa.
You had a boo. That is wow. That is crazy.
It's a Philadelphia cultural thing.
That's
you gotta boo. It's just something that you do. It doesn't matter if you love. Doesn't matter. You can love your team so much you still boo them. It's booing out of love.
weird.
It's booing out of love, which is why you know when people get we have an NPC around here somewhere.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, there they are. Like you can love something but still rag on it. Like you can. But you could be the biggest fan of something and still
I'm waiting for you to be like at your kids' play. Boo!
We might. They'll be like, "Oh, guys, thanks." So we're trying to teach him to boo. So we're like, you just go boo, boo, and he's like, ah, boo. And we're like, yes. Except for he's got a book that is like, one of his books is, as like boo and zoo, and it's just basically going over different ooh words. And so he's like, ah, boo, zoo.
What the fuck? How did that not?
We're like, sure.
Okay, I don't know why you even punched me there.
I didn't want you to feel bad.
Was that a pity punch?
He punches because he cares. Ooh. But so we've definitely taken to find ourselves.
Thanks, Ember. I actually missed punching Mikey's defense because of you.
You're welcome.
Oh, and I got your defense. No, I got it again because I don't care.
I'm gonna die.
Oh, I had one hit left.
Holy shnikes.
Get back. Oh.
I had 1% health. 1%. Oh, I only have 2% right now. No pity punch from Mikey.
Nope, I still getting the slow effect going on here. Ah, can't hit ya.
I think that was Ember that finished you off, though.
Probably. I'll check the replay.
I'm pretty sure it was Ember that finished.
I got him. It was Ember.
Oh, I got Ember. Whoop, whoop. I might die now.
It is your destiny.
It's kind of inevitable in Rosenbrawl. Oh, when you do things like that. Nice defense, Mikey. Nice defense.
Had to get tricky. I realized my main thing there was not working. Ah.
Oh, you were not entertained? Oh, that was nice there.
Woo, that was close.
So yeah, that's all of our news. We hope you all are having a good time. We hope you all are not a good well. I hope you're having a good time, but hope you're having a good night. Despite everything, we'll get through it.
Yeah.
We will.
And everybody at Funcom is still working from home, doing their thing.
Yep. But they started streaming again. They're working from home streams.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily
Yeah.
Secret World streams yet.
Did we say this last time?
Hmm.
Spinosaur is streaming on her own now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did we say that last time?
I'm not sure we said it, but I've seen that. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying, like, I don't know, we could, like, I don't know, give her channel a shout out or something.
Yeah, what's her channel?
Maybe.
I know it. I followed her.
Isn't it just twitch.tv/Spinosaur? Or is it something else?
Something like that. No, it's something else.
It's something like that, though.
Spinosaur the dinosaur is what it is.
Yes. So did it have Spinosaur in it?
Also, recently discovered the Spinosaur. They just recently they discovered a fossil of a Spinosaur's tail, and in good enough shape to show that it was not just one long piece, but it was actually finned. It was actually one giant fin, sort of like a sail or a flipper.
Oh. Isn't that weird?
Dinosaur being the largest carnivorous dinosaur. Everyone always goes to the T-Rex, but he's here. He's moving.
I was trying to look up the Twitch info.
I put the link in the
okay.
chat.
Yeah, she started streaming on her own. Because if you got the equipment and you got the equipment set up, why not?
Oh, that was two punches that didn't connect. Wow.
Yeah, you're amazing at missing when I have defense up. Like every other time, you hit me like no matter what, and then as soon as defense is up, you're like,
Nope. Talent.
Okay. Yeah,
run away. Run away really slowly.
Roll that natural 20.
No.
Ah.
The old reverse.
The old reverse block. I mean, that's one of the reasons why we're doing this, is that they completely revamped how blocking works for heavy gloves. That's kind of why we're all in heavy gloves.
Yeah, it's why we're all trying out heavy gloves, because that's the thing that got like the most changes. Oh,
right.
Game.
It seems like it got a nerf, but it actually got quite a buff.
No, it didn't. It seemed like it got a buff if you read the things.
No, if you just read the first thing, that was like, damage has been reduced by 10%.
Like a minor change to the reduction or something. Oh, there's an NPC. Also,
minor change to damage it does, but a heavy change to the mechanics that it does.
We just had midnight in the game, and it's midnight in real life.
What? How often does that happen?
Spooky. There's got to be like some math to figure that out that I don't want to do.
It's fair. Only happens like probably 3 times a year or something.
Yeah, it can't be that often, I wouldn't think.
Actually, no. Game time for me still reads
Mine's 23:29.
late 11:30.
That's weird. My game time is 0012 right now. 13.
Mine's 11:41.
Wow, your game times are vastly different than mine.
That's a little
I
strange.
even have like the midnight glitch. You know, like this when it goes 00 and all the lighting resets.
See, but I thought I saw the lighting reset as well.
Yeah, that was earlier. Like
No, like literally just now.
Oh, for me it was like an hour ago.
Mine's like in 30 seconds. We'll see.
You guys are on drugs.
I'm just seeing things.
Although I did find something on my new character where, like, you know how the what do we call what do we call it? The glitch? Flicker bug. The thing we
Okay.
call flicker bug,
Yes.
right? Oh, sneaky.
Oh, and I still hit you.
Sneaky enough. Oh, maybe sneaky enough. Oh, you got me.
Sneaky enough.
Try to roll through you. So you know the flicker bug, right?
Yes.
You've seen that before in Secret World. So my new character in Kingsmith had a very weird version of that. It wasn't all the time. There's this one spot on the barricade defense mission where I could stand, and all of a sudden I could see to the water. Like everything was invisible in that direction, but everything to my sides and behind me was fine. And there was another spot where I think I was down by the docks.
2 hit.
And if I tilted my view, all the pods went out of existence. Whatever there. Like, it was a really bizarre version of the flicker bug, but not the normal. Like, I know what the normal flicker bug is, and that's very specific, and it always looks the same. I don't even know what I'm doing right now.
I'm drunk right now.
No, I'm like just not sure who I'm fighting.
Everybody. Oh. I just had a flicker.
Come on.
Just throwing hands. Oh, and I didn't. That was weird because when I passed over, I did not.
Because everything went like green.
Bright for a second.
Yeah. Well, not bright. It was change everything. The ground went completely green.
That's weird.
All the leaf textures disappeared.
Dude, I swear I jumped. Shite. Ouch.
It is kind of weird that all of our times are off.
Yeah.
All of our midnight times are off.
That is pretty strange.
Mine reads it's now 20 minutes past midnight.
Haha. Bumbling Baker has entered somewhere. They show up in one of the 4 corners usually.
It's in the northeast corner. No, southeast corner.
I was gonna say that is not north.
No.
You have a compass at the top of your screen.
I just chose a direction for north.
Over there.
I just chose an arbitrary direction for north.
Get over here.
No, I don't want to.
we both jump attack at the same time. Ah!
Oh, last man standing. Woo. All right, we should probably call it. I'm supposed to be up and streaming in like 6 hours.
Oh, that's right. You're still doing the early morning streams.
Yeah, I couldn't believe how many people were on it this morning. It was crazy. I don't know if it's had a lot of
it's the
Europeans or what.
They're picking up the European crowd, maybe. Yeah.
Or you know what? Funcom, I think, still auto hosts me. Maybe people hopped on the Funcom one because of the Conan thing, and we're just like sitting there waiting. I don't really know. It was rather large amount of people.
Run, rabbit, run. All right, yeah. So, agents, this has been the 0 Point Report, strain 19 dash, what do you say, CR? No, that's CRY. CYR?
Yeah, CYR.
Didn't have this one written down anywhere.
It was in last week's notes because
we just had the same strain number. So it goes. You can catch us recording live every other Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time here on the 0 Point Report Twitch channel, where you could also join us and chat with us while we do the show live, or download our show wherever podcasts are found so you can listen to us on the go. You can get in touch with us by engaging with us on Twitter at 0 Point Report, emailing us at the0pointreport@gmail.com, checking out previous shows on our YouTube channel, and joining us on our Discord server, both named the 0 Point Report. From all of us here at the 0 Point Report, we want to thank you for tuning in and wish you all the best from the secret world, and we wish you all the health as well. Have a great night, everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.